welcome to Sips for Change. I'm Martine, and today we have a special guest, Joanna Pizarra from the destination management company Vokin. Thank you for being here with us, Joanna. Can you introduce yourself and your DMC? Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to work in the event and travel industry.
Yeah, of course. So, hi everyone. Thank you for having us, Martin. It's a pleasure for us. So, as Martin already told you, I'm Joanna and I work in the event industry as part of the sales team at Vogan. But before I dive into my current role, let me take you on a quick and hopefully entertaining journey through my career so far. So, I studied hospitality management, and well, let's just say that I took hospitality to the heart. So I started with two internships abroad, first in the beautiful Greece and then in the sunny Spain. I figured that if I was going to study hospitality, I might as well do it in style, right? So after these international adventures, I returned to Portugal and joined Porto Northern Portugal Convention Bureau, where I stayed from 2018 to 2023. There, I worked in international promotion, handling markets like Spain, Belgium, the Netherlands, Poland, and even Mexico. It was an amazing experience. I mean, who else gets to sell the north of Portugal to the world for a living, right? So it was very, very good. So after 5 fantastic years, I decided that it was time for a new challenge. So I moved to Spain and spent a year in an agency, which was a great learning experience. And then in April this year, I have joined Voken, where I'm now focusing on creating memorable events with a touch of that famous Portuguese and Spanish hospitality. So here I am today, ready to talk about sustainability in business, a topic that I believe is essential for our future in the industry, obviously. Joining Vokin seemed like the perfect match. It allowed me to bring together my professional and personal passion, obviously. Vokin is, as Martin already told you, is a destination and events company dedicated to provoking meaningful emotions as captured in our tagline, that is emotions creators. Our very name comes from provoking, and here we are to make a real impact on people and the world. Either it's an incentive trip, a congress, a corporate meeting, a product launch. We work daily to create memorable experiences that enrich lives, either through a smile or an unforgettable moment. We have offices in Portugal and Spain, but through our amazing agency events, we touch the whole world, literally.
This is great to know. Thank you, Joanna, for sharing that with us. Um, So let's go into the topics of today. So, sustainability is becoming a major focus in the event industry. We're seeing that everywhere. How does your DMC approach sustainable event planning in Portugal and Spain? And can you share an example?
Yeah, of course. So at Vulcan, sustainability is a priority that has long been embedded in our strategy, obviously, and it's meeting growing demand from clients. We are always on the watch for eco-friendly venues, partner with local suppliers to reduce carbon footprints, and design events that minimize the environment impact. As part of a large supply chain, we are bound to consider client preferences, budgets, and suppliers' limitations. However, we offer a variety of sustainability options from the outset, whether through eco-conscious gifts, community-focused SCR activities, or by incorporating wellness moments that benefits mental health. Our marketing and communication efforts aim to educate our audience and stakeholders, creating a ripple effect that promotes sustainability as a whole. To give you an example, how we can promote sustainability in events, recently we developed a program that attendees enjoy the thrill of water sports. followed by a calming yoga session to promote mindfulness and reflection, capped with educational workshop led by an NGO. Through these activities, Vulcan supported ongoing oceanic research and pioneering kelp reforestation project, inspiring a local fishing community to act stewards on their waters.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But I suppose that you might have challenges, right? Like when you're trying to integrate sustainability into events, like what are the biggest challenges you faced and how you overcome them?
Okay, so yes, we have a lot of challenges because although we are working on sustainability for years, I think the world is just beginning on it. So, one significant challenge in integrating sustainability into events is balancing client expectations with eco-friendly practices. As some clients feels that sustainability options limit creativity and often come with higher costs, and that's obviously a thing that is a challenge for us as a DMC. If creativity is viewed as solving problems with less is more solutions, then sustainability can actually enhance activities. But if creativity is seen as a large scale production with extensive resource and materials, it might feel at odds with sustainability. To address this, we prioritize educating clients, by showing how event small sustainability elements can enhance their brand image without necessarily compromising their vision or breaking the budget. So we focus on creative, budget-friendly sustainability solutions that add unique values and make positive impressions. For example, we might suggest immersive, low-impact decor, or for example, community-driven activities that inspire and engage attendees in meaningful ways. Our approach is gradual, encouraging clients to adopt sustainability practices one step at a time, rather than requiring a full overhaul. We demonstrate how sustainability can actually inspire creativity, leading to memorable events that connect with attendees on a deeper level, proving that eco-conscious choices can really elevate rather than restrict the event experience.
Agreed. I love that. Now, we talked about sustainability, but we also talk about inclusion, right? So, inclusion is a vital part of event planning. How does your DMC ensure that the events you organize are inclusive for all participants, including those with disabilities or different cultural backgrounds?
Okay, so this actually was is one of my top questions for sure. So at Vulcan, we prioritize flexibility and adaptability to meet the unique requirements of each client. So every client, it's a different client, as you already know, and their event it's always different. We always say there is no equal event. While not every event has specific inclusivity needs, we are fully committed to making all necessary accommodations when they arise, ensuring that every attendee feels welcomed, and mostly valued. Our main goal is to achieve the goals of our clients, and this can be through digital solutions. Even, for example, when you speak about the dietary requirements, we take them with care, offering allergic conscious and cultural diverse menu options to ensure that everyone can enjoy the catering without concern. You can speak about as well the cultural sensitivity. It's an important aspect of our inclusivity efforts. And obviously, we can always speak about the virtual and hybrid events. We ensure that digital accessibility, so that all the participants can fully engage, regardless of the physical location. By adapting our approach to each event, specifically specific inclusivity requirements, we create memorable experiences, as always, that are respectful, accessible, and welcoming to all attendees. This commitment to inclusivity aligns with our mission to ensure that everyone can fully participate and enjoy the events. This is really a goal for us always.
Aw, this is so cool. Maybe I'll just focus here on the event venues because I'm curious to know what tools or practices you use to ensure accessibility in event venues across Portugal and Spain. Are there any innovative solutions that you've implemented?
Okay, so to ensure accessibility in events venue across Portugal and Spain, because we are in both destinations, we start with through technical visits to each location. These visits allow us to access the venue accessibility feature firsthand and follow extensive protocols and procedures to ensure we are fully meeting the client's requirements. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this is valid for all aspects of event management. No details go unchecked. And our strong relation with our partners allow us to always find the right solution to make there is no one feeling left out. And this is it.
Thank you. Now switching the focus on local communities, how do you work with them to ensure cultural sensitivity and inclusion when planning events, especially in the smaller regions of Portugal and Spain?
Okay, so collaborating with local communities is the key to ensure cultural sensitivity and inclusion, especially in the unique regions of Portugal and Spain. Um, we actively engage with local organizations and work closely with community talent to understand the costumes, practices, and values that shape each area. The approach is not only the approach not only enrich the event experience, but also fosters respect for local traditions, creating meaningful connections between guests and the community. For instance, we can speak about the artisans workshops, the wine tasting and vineyard tours, culinary experience with local chef that we offer it a lot, immersive dining experience featuring local cuisine either through live cooking demonstrations, for example, food tastings. We have the traditional music and dance performances as well, guided heritage tours, community projects, and CSR initiatives. Here, like for a more hands-on experience, we coordinate volunteer activities or community projects, such as contributing to local conservation efforts or supporting artisanal cooperatives, allowing guests to engage directly and give back to the community.
Yeah, I think this is really important when you go to a country to have the local taste of the country and not just doing the same exact thing that you would do in another one. So, yeah,
For
agreed.
sure.
So, both Portugal and Spain, I love them so much. They have unique landscapes and cultures, right? As just you said. What makes these countries great destination for sustainable and inclusive events?
Okay, so Portugal and Spain are ideal for sustainability and inclusive events because of their natural landscape, but as well for the rich cultural heritage and commitment to eco-friendly tourism. There is still a lot of authenticity to be discovered, and both countries are tapestry of rich tradition and untouched natural landscape, especially as you get away from the largest cities. For instance, Portugal, Alentejo region offers stunning sustainability resort options. And in Spain, for example, Asturias region is known for eco-conscious coastal venues. There are many locations that enable us to host events in beautiful, responsible settings that that resonates with participants.
Mhm. Yeah, and talking about that is like you can see most of the time in summer you have a lot of tourism and it's really crowded. So my question was, how does your DMC balance the tourism and event industry's needs with environmental and social responsibility in such popular destinations?
Okay, so balancing the needs of the tourism and event industries with environment and social responsibility is essential, especially in popular destinations. as you said, across Portugal and Spain. At Vulcan, we approach each event with great care, planning everything from the choice of location to schedules, group size, and impact on local communities. We prioritize smaller, thoughtfully designed gatherings over large-scale events that might strain the local research or disrupt the community. Um, and that way, we also ensure that attendees can experience the culture in an intimate, respectful way. That which also helps preserve the character of each location. We also work closely with local suppliers, artisans, and business sourcing responsibility, and creating experiences that genuinely reflect the region culture. This approach allows us to contribute positively to local economy and foster authenticity, sustainability, connections, obviously.
That's great. Now we'll move on the current trends and future of event planning. I would like to have your thoughts on that. Like, what are some emerging trends in sustainable and inclusive events that you've noticed recently in Portugal and Spain?
Okay, so all over the world, meetings and events are expected to focus heavily, like on sustainability and technology integration. Hybrid events, which combine both in-person and virtual elements, will continue to evolve, but there is an emphasis on an in-person interactions as virtual fatigue sets in. So events will prioritize creating immersive sensory experience using AR, VR technology. Moreover, well-being will play a large role in event agenda, with wellness activities like mindful sessions and walking meetings become common. So venues focusing on carbon natural waste reduction and local sourcing. Event planners are embracing circular economy principles, digital solutions, electric vehicles, shuttles, and other low carbon transport options are helping to reduce the footprints, while sustainability tracking tools are increasingly used to measure progress. Portugal and Spain follow the trends. And as emotion creators, we also focus on mental health and happiness, which are essential to the social side of sustainability. By engaging well-being, we aim to create positive ripple effects on the planet. It is in the hands of each individual to make change, right?
Agreed. That's true. So, looking ahead, what do you think the future of sustainable and inclusive event planning looks like, especially in the Iberian Peninsula?
I think it's very promising. With sustainability and inclusivity becoming the norm, we anticipate more carbon neutral venues and stronger partnership with local artisans, which will support eco-friendly practices and local economies. Additionally, tech-enabled inclusive events will become more prevalent, expanding access and making positive impact on all attendees. In summary, I believe that we will move on to new and innovation ways to creating impact with the help of technology, while maintaining that which is authentic and unique to the destination and must be preserved at all costs, demanding sustainability as it means to do so.
Mm. Thank you for sharing, Joanna. Um, I would love to hear some advice for our event planners. So, what are the first steps someone should take when planning an eco friendly event in Portugal or Spain, especially when working with the DMC?
Okay, so when working with the MC, especially with us in Vogan, to plan an eco-friendly event, start by setting clear sustainability goals and discussing them with your the MC in this case with us. Priorities like local sourcing, waste reduction, or green certificate venues will guide the DMC in selecting the right suppliers and practices that align with your values and commitment to the environment. Our role as a DMC is to identify the right partners, costumes, and traditions adding value to your experience, while adding value and defending the very best of what our destinations has to offer.
Great tips. Thank you. I'll close out with two more questions, Joanna. Can you recommend any
Let's go.
hidden gems or lesser known locations in Portugal and Spain that are perfect for sustainable events?
Okay, I can give you some hidden gems, but not all of our secrets. So you can start, for example, with Alentejo in Portugal, known for its vast rolling landscapes and vineyards. Many venues here emphasize sustainability, working with local suppliers and supporting regional craftsmanship. You have Asturias in Spain, as I previously said. You have La Rioja in Spain, famous for its wine heritage. It offers a variety of sustainability vineyards venues that emphasize the organic production and eco-friendly practices. Events where can include vineyards, tour, tasting, and cultural experience that support local agriculture and respect the land. You have Ria Formosa in Portugal. You have Bilbao in the north of Spain. You have Jerez in Portugal, which is totally worth to visit. And I can give you a quick overview of what we have in Jerez. So located in the northern Portugal, Jerez National Park is a stunning lesser known option for events centered around the nature. With pristine lakes, forests, and mountain, it's ideal for retreats focused on wellness and environment awareness, offering a peaceful escape and respect the nature surroundings. But I cannot give you all the secrets, Martin. Sorry.
No, this is perfect. I think for our audience who wants to know more, please contact Joanna and her DMC because I'm sure they will do an amazing job to organize your events. So my last question is, how can our viewers stay connected with your DMC and learn more about planning events in Portugal and Spain?
So, first of all, we would love to connect. You should visit our website for sure. It's voken.com and follow us on social media, Instagram and LinkedIn. Our Instagram is amazing. You really have to check it out to stay updated on our latest projects and tips for event planning in Portugal and Spain. Our team is always ready to answer questions and provide guidance on creating impactful and memorable events. Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you so much, Joanna. I will make sure to put all the links in our section in this episode. So thank you so much for this insightful conversation, Joanna. It was a real pleasure to have you. And for our audience, if you like
Likewise.
this episode, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you soon for future chats. Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you.